I'm Bird, this is Bad Bird, and welcome back. If you've made it here, this is not your first rodeo. I am finally starting ACNH hard mode, Nintentalk's challenge rule set designed to make Animal Crossing harder and that everyone and their dog are playing. Rules are in the description box, but I'll mention them as they come up. To start with, we need to choose our island layout. Just a reminder, we only get one reroll, and if we reroll, we have to get photos from both of our starting villagers. My ideal island would have only one southern river mouth, and with the resident services far from the beach. I'd prefer not a green airport as I think they're ugly, and dream fruits would be cherries or peaches. I am a chronic restarter, so I've played pretty much every variation of island, so I'm not picky beyond resident services and the rivers. I am in fact a bad person and a bully, so my automatic eject buttons are Rocket, Renee the Rhino, not the horse, Paula, Charlize, Biff, and Cobb. There are a lot of others I'll complain about, but those are the big ones. I'll skip over the part where the Nook twins ask if I identify as a pigtail or a pixie cut and just jump straight into the islands. So right off the bat, this is a nightmare roll for me. The top two have the river mouths I want, but really close resident services. The left bottom one is just terrible. Off the bat, don't even want to touch it. Option 4 is tolerable, just based off of the fact that I would rather have two southern river mouths and a resident services that it's just at least a little bit far away. And it is kind of interesting that it looks like resident services is actually pretty close to centered on the island, at least right to left. And since I am deeply afraid of re-rolling and getting one of the intolerable villagers, I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a shot. Okay, I'm nervous, but here we go. God, I'm really hoping for just tolerable villagers. I can live with the river mouths. I can design around that. And just please don't give me Rocket or Charlize or anybody like that, please. Okay, can we see the fruit? Pears. Honestly, pears are my least favorite, but you know what? I love how they look in the snow. And you know what? We can always switch that out later, so I'm not gonna be too bothered about that. So let's see, what color is the airport? And it is green. And we have Sprocket. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest, I really should have put Sprocket on that. This is a gamble, but I've got Sprocket, a green airport, pears, and two southern river mouths. I'm dropping out. We're re-rolling. Okay, not great again. You know, I may do something that's bold and reckless. I may do something that's bold and reckless and absurd. This one I don't want to touch. It's too close to the airport, two southern-facing rivers. I like this one, but I have played an almost identical island before, and I ended up having a lot of challenge in designing the right side of resident services because it was so close to the beach. I may be going against everything I've said before. What if I went for this one? And stick with me here. I'm picturing combining resident services with kind of an on-the-beach boardwalk. I've never done a tropical island before, so I was already imagining kind of maybe a tropical city theme for this. Oh gosh, I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna do it. You better be a wonderful choice. You don't do dirty by me this time. Okay, we're back. No pressure. It just determines everything that's going forward and if we have villagers I hate or not, and if I can tolerate this island that I'm putting a huge gamble on. This is fine. We're not nervous at all. Oranges. Oranges are not bad. I would say they're like my third favorite. Okay. You know what? That is a perfect distance for the boardwalk I'm imagining. I can do this. If we can make it work. Aww. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of Mira, but is that... Oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but I actually like him. I've had him before. Yeah, Mac. I mean, he's not conventionally attractive, but I've had him on islands before, and he's sweet. In this way that jocks can be sweet. And you know what? This isn't bad. I can absolutely do something like a boardwalk entrance on the beach. Can we see our flowers from here? And this gives plenty of room. And with it being that close, it makes it less likely that a villager is going to plant their house right in front of the airport. Wait, could I see it from there? You know what? I've never had an island with tulips before. If that's tulip, I am in fact vision impaired. I think that's tulips. So, you know what? I can work with that. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's not one I hate. overall, like, there's plenty of space for the first part of the island before we get access to, like, the pole vaulter or anything. I don't think we're going to be on top of each other for the first part of the playthrough. Yeah, you know what? This was a good choice. It's a blue airport, which is fine. I can work with that. Okay. Oh, I should probably say hi to you too. Hi, Mira. You know what? I am, in fact, a fan of the superhero genre. We've never been on an island together before, but surely you'll grow on me. All the sisterlies are kind of a pick-me, but that can at least be good for a laugh. All right, is that everyone? Let's see. Is Mira here? And how about Mac? And there's Bird, of course. Great, we're all here. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Nook. Our 3 adventures are ready to get started. God, I sure hope so. I have honestly lost track of how many times I've restarted my Animal Crossing island. I think it's approximately somewhere around 8 to 10, and that is a conservative estimate. But I have done this many times, and I am sure all of you have been watching a lot, or at least as many ACNH hard mode videos as I have. So we're going to kind of just speed through some of this early dialogue. And of course, we're going to go talk to Tommy to get our tent. Our very own tent. I didn't think yet about where I want to put mine down. Oh, yes, thank you for the map. I will definitely be needing that. I do have a tendency to get lost on my own islands. I tend to have a very heavy design style. Oh gosh, I spoke too soon. You know what? Actually, if we wanted to have your house on our boardwalk, you could have like a little business. We can make that work. I can work with that. The question is, where do I want? I could have, oh, this would be cute. I could have my own little riverfront yard. I'm gonna come back to that. I think that's gonna be plan A. Let's see. There's plenty of space over on this side. If I wanted to be as far away as possible from everybody else, this is an option. Where's Mac? Where is he hanging out? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you got a little beach spot. You know, you're not going to be in the way of anything. You know what? I'm going to thank you for that, and I'm going to go back over to my river spot. I normally always put houses on the beach because, again, I am very much someone who plays Animal Crossing for the chance to design my islands, and so it's just a really convenient way of like reducing the number of times I have to move them. But you know what, it's going to be a long time before we're casually moving islands anyways, so let's see if we can go off a bit to the side here. I know we're going to have to reduce our fruit trees at one point, but for now, you know, I got a cute little tree in my yard. Let's see this. Let me imagine it. You know what? I'm going to nitpick and I'm going to go just a little bit farther forward. Hopefully I'll be able to keep my tree this way. Just a little bit closer to my riverfront yard, but I think this is it. I think this is a good spot for us. Yep, here we are. I like it. This is cute. Gosh, I have not played Animal Crossing like this since I think my first island. It was Paravel. It was also, I think, an orange island. I like to have little Narnia nods in all of my islands because ever since I was a kid, my Animal Crossing villages have been either Narnia or Baruna, named after, or not Narnia, been Paravel or Baruna, named after Narnia places. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yes, I've found a suitable spot for my tent. I've done scouting. Okay, yes, I will go assist. You could have a cute little yard, too. You've got just enough space for it. You know what? This works. Maybe she can have, like, a little cafe or something. Or, like, a juice bar. I think that would be cute. Looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, somehow I don't think you're going to be changing your mind, Mira. Looks nice, don't it? Looks great. Oh, yeah. For anyone who maybe has forgotten or hasn't seen another ACNH hard mode video, one of the rules for it is you have to set the tent down wherever the villagers have decided, so wherever they're standing, no moving it around. off to go help Mac, who, you know what, I don't have a vision for him yet, but he's at least given me a little bit of breathing room and space over here, so we'll get to that eventually. Hi, Mac. Yep, I'm Bird. Nice to meet you too. Okay. Yep, I think this spot is perfect. Looks good to me. I'm always jealous of the villagers' tents. They're so much cuter than ours. I wish, I love seeing islands where people keep their extra characters in tents for the design, but I would love it if we could keep tents like this one. That would be really cute. Yep, I've already helped out. I am, in fact, a true champion. I would appreciate that. Someone should appreciate all that we do for our islands. Okay, and we are back. I'm gonna speed through this, so let's go ahead and get our supplies. I don't know if you can tell that I've done this a few times. Yes, hard worker, which is why you'll be relying upon me for absolutely everything that we do from here on out. And they are, in fact, 100% genuine oranges, and I've already got it. I'm ahead of you. I always really love the opening bonfire. I've done this so many times that I know I can kind of rush through this first part, but the bonfire is always so sweet. It just always feels like that first time playing Animal Crossing in 2020 again. We won't unpack all of that, but let's get started with the festivities. This is the part that feels very nostalgic. I know I tend to race through early game and tend to focus really heavy on the design, but this is part of the charm of the game. I always really love it. And this means we're getting close, though, to the next challenge for our rule set, and that is, nope, we can't call it a deserted island anymore, coming up with a name. So the next rule that we're gonna have to pay attention to is we'll be picking our name from an island generator. So I am gonna disappear for a moment, and I'm gonna do a bunch of rolls. I'll show y'all what some of my top picks are, and then I will present you with what the name will be. Alright, so I sat here for a while re-rolling on a few name generators. There were a lot of almosts. I almost chose Fen. I almost chose Bay Meteor. Terra Cow was a real close one, but I ended up choosing one that I absolutely love. I'm really excited for. This might even be one of my favorite island names I've had yet. So I hope everyone is ready, and I hope you're as excited as I am for Nova Low. I just really love it. I think it's so cute. I honestly did not even register what the other two shouted. I was just so distracted by Nova Low. I'm confident that that is the best gem that was said. I'm sure both of our new friends have good naming sensibilities themselves, but I think Nova Low is going to be the perfect fit for our new island. It better be. I was re-rolling for like 25 minutes. To Nova Low and the happiness of its residents. Cheers. You know what? I gambled on this one, but I think this is going to be a really great island. So, editing Bird here. I was originally going to let this be a full episode with our first day on the island and getting our house and our first loan paid off with the Nook Miles, but I think instead I am going to say goodnight here with KK Slider, and in the next episode we'll have our first day on Nova Low. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and let me know if you're doing hard mode. I'd love to hear what your island name turned out to be. Thank y'all so much. Bye.